What in God's name do we have here? Sony game cartridge patent hints at development of a Vita successor. Now, first things first, let's just ignore that last half of the title. That's not happening anytime soon. I promise you there is not going to be another handheld for the foreseeable future in terms of dedicated handheld. No. Now, but I don't know, because I haven't read this article. One of my boys, Puka, in my Discord posted this. So, and I was like, and I was like, I'm gonna save all my thoughts for the video. So let's just read what they gotta say, and then you know the process. I'll start blabbing about whatever once we get that. So let's see. I lied. I did skim this post, and they mentioned things that I already mentioned in one of my videos for my speculation on PS5. But we ain't gonna get into that. A new design patent suggests that the PlayStation Vita might not be the end of the line for Sony's handheld console lineup. Shut up. The patent shows the design of an electronic game cartridge attributed to Sony Interactive Entertainment, filed in South Korea last year before the Korean Intellectual Property Right Information Service made it public this month. Let's stop right there. Let's see what this gotta say. Kipris. I like to actually see it. You're not gonna show me? Okay. Thank you, buddy. Since this is a design patent, there's little in the way of detail about how the cartridge might function, although we know it'll be made out of metal and synthetic resin. How do you say that? But it suggests that Sony is at least considering a follow-up to the PlayStation Vita, which was widely considered to be a failure. The handheld console sold blah 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 16 million compared to 70 of its compared to 3DS. Shut up. And the 80 million sold as per the PSP. The Vita is due to finally cease production in Japan next year and in the US. Don't get that shit twisted. Although Sony currently maintains that it has no plans for a new handheld device, back in May, Sony's new PlayStation chief John Codera implied that Sony is still interested in the area and said that he saw portable gaming as one method to deliver more gaming experiences. He says, however, these comments could just as easily refer to an expansion of Sony's existing game streaming efforts, which previously made it possible to stream PS4 games to compatible Sony phones. Okay, I didn't even know about that. It's also worth remembering that companies like Sony file dozens of applications like this every year for devices and technologies that might never see the light of day. Patents hinting at a Vita successor have been found dating back to 2015, although these ambiguous designs could also be hinting at a controller with a built-in screen. So yeah, if you guys are out of the loop, we've had so many. So just a few weeks ago or days ago, I don't even know, I think it's a week or two ago, we got the patent about a controller with the built-in screen. We already know about the Switch looking one back from 2017 that I talked about. That one was filed in 2015. Oh wait, that's what they're talking about right here. Okay, yeah. And then the built-in screen one as well. I don't know when that one was like filed, published, all that stuff, whatever. But yeah, we've been getting a lot of these. So, and the thing is, they're being made public. We did a video when we were first looking at that Vita, Switch looking like device patent. We did a little bit of research in that video. We were like, oh, what does patent mean? What does it mean when they're filed or published? I can't remember really, but for the most part, it still doesn't mean much, And something like this, it's funny how I'm using the Switch looking like one as a realistic thing. I used even the built-in controller in a Twitter theory I had. I used that. Then all of a sudden, this one I come and say, no, this is not real. This is not happening. But just because we see this, it doesn't mean that it's what we think it is. This could be for something else. This could be different. It doesn't have to actually just be a game cartridge. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because the Switch-like device. What if you could, I don't know, get games for it? But why it doesn't make sense and why I'm hesitant is because my theory is that it's a streaming device. But maybe it has some type of capabilities. Maybe this is I don't know, And this little, what is this design? You know what I'm saying? This doesn't look like an I don't know. This just looks weird. Man, I hate this shit. But I think at the end of the day, what I can say, what I feel confident about, what I will tell you right now, bruh, is that they are not doing this. They are not making another handheld device for this foreseeable future. There's just no reason, dedicated, where it has its own games. For now, it's just hard. Even Nintendo is going away from that sort of method. I don't think. Yeah. At one point, we thought we heard that Nintendo was not stopping at the 3DS, but then it was a bad translation. They, I think it was the CEO of Nintendo, whatever, who the heck. They fixed the translation. Said no, he never said nothing like that. So honestly, at this point, Nintendo's handheld systems might be ending, and they might just stick with Switch and just rock with that. Makes sense, right? Because it's both. So, and I think that's where everyone will be headed, because our phones, literally, they're getting too powerful, and they're only gonna keep getting powerful. So what's the point of making a dedicated handheld device like this? That's my take on it. So, but what I will say on that same note is that, not saying that means forever. Once technology, which is getting there, is able to handle full-sized console games. I don't think you can see my PS4. Full-size console games. Maybe they're obviously not going to run at the same, quality as what these consoles are going to be getting to. PS5, for example. But what it'll do, it can at least run them at a lower, level. Essentially. So that's when I could see Sony, everybody deciding to try handhelds again. But until then, there's just no reason to. It's literally a risk that's not required. Your home console, PS4, did and is doing so well. You're destined, right now, your destiny kind of points to having your next generation one also doing well. So why take a risk like that in a market that's only diminishing, whereas something like VR is only going to get bigger, So there's just no reason. It's not logical. But it's not entirely out of the question in two fronts. One, down the road, and two, streaming devices. That's where it's key, okay? Because you don't need to wait for technology in streaming. You just stream it. You don't need technology. You don't need power to do it. You just stream it. So those are the two, what's the term? I don't know. Loopholes, I guess you could say, in terms of handheld gaming, portable gaming, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's my take on it. That's my thoughts on it. Fresh, raw. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. This is our topic. This is what we do. This is what we used to do. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comments below. This is interesting. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Hey, let me relax a bit. My mind be amazing.